We acquitted a second-degree murder just last week. Second-degree murder is the killing of a human being with the intent to kill or cause grievous bodily injury. What does that mean in the state of Louisiana? That means that you had the intent, which can be proven by the circumstances, to kill or cause great bodily harm, and in doing so, a death occurred. Now, you would think that would be pretty easy to prove, right? It would be pretty straightforward. Set of facts, set of circumstances, here's the law, and here's the case. The acquittal was about an identification issue, right? So within this idea of here are the elements of the crime and here are the facts, there becomes a question of how are those elements of that crime met and by what evidence? And in that particular case, there was an identification, right? The only piece of evidence they had connecting my client to the murder was an eyewitness identification. And eventually what happened was the eyewitness admitted on the stand that he couldn't identify anyone on the scene that night because we showed the distance. We were able to show the distance between the witness and the killing. We were able to show the fact that there was no light. We were able to show how dark it was through pictures taken by police officers that evening. And so it became very, very clear that it was not possible. And we had a picture of a man laying on the ground and a police officer taking a picture with the natural light that was there, and you could see his feet and you could not see his head. It was that dark outside. And so if you couldn't see what was 6 feet away from where the witness was, self-admittedly where he was on the scene and where the murder occurred was 25 or 30 feet. And so we eventually got him to admit just to the jury, no, I couldn't identify anyone that night, which kind of won us the case. I mean, our client was found not guilty. But that's the kind of thing that a really good criminal defense attorney will do. It's a granular analysis of the facts and evidence, right? It's not just take everything on its face and move on. It's how can I use what the state has in a way that makes sense to tell a story of innocence for my client. And that's really what good criminal defense is about. Let me tell the story of innocence. Let me prove a story of innocence to the jury, and let the jury find my client not guilty.